Welcome to the lesson on creating price codes in your price book. I'm in the Price Book Center, which I accessed from the JobMaster Pro menu, and I've clicked into the Price Codes tab to reveal my price codes. Now let's review what price codes are, and then I'll show you how you can set them up. Remember that we have our regular markup for the item, which creates the regular price. So whenever we set up a new customer and we set them up with price code R, which is the default, you don't have to do anything to select it, what we're telling Cobra is to price out that customer's job using our regular price book markups. That can obviously be overwritten either by customer or by job as you're doing your jobs. But when you're first setting up price codes, what we can do is essentially create the price codes to create column pricing. So you really want to think about how you want to use price codes. For example, I've got price code A, B, D, and E here. In other words, I can have my regular cost, and then I can have 5 alternate costs, prices for pricing out the customer's jobs. So how it works is we set up percentages up or down, the minus means down obviously, that alter the regular markup by whatever percentage is displayed in this field. So in this case, instead of having a 92% markup, this item will have an 82% markup, giving you a lower price. So for your very best customers, you could set them up with price code A, giving them your best price, and then you might have some customers that are, pain in the neck, or they don't pay on time or whatever, and you automatically, without even thinking about it, want to price their jobs up higher. So that's what price codes are. So let's talk about setting them up. Obviously, I could come into this window and I could actually just type in the percentages I want for this item, but that's kind of tedious. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go up to Utilities, and I'm going to select Change Default Price Codes. Now this is just where we tell Cobra what our normal price code percentages basically are going to be. And as you can see from the screen, we want the decimal percentages to be entered as decimals. In other words, if you wanted a 10% markup added to your items markup, you would enter it as 0.10, etc. So we can save these, but then we need to tell Cobra that now that we've set them, we want to change them for our items in the price book. So the second utility I'm going to select is Change Item Price Codes. Now here I can do several things. First of all, I can load my default price codes that I just set, and they show up here. But I could do a couple of things. I could click this checkbox, and when I click Save, it will save every item on my price book with the same price code percentages. Otherwise, I could actually tell it to do it group by group by selecting the product group here, entering it here, and saying that for every item in that product group, I want to have these codes. So when I click Save, it will do it just for that group of items. So you can do it for the entire price book, you can do it by product group, and then you can also get down to the item by item level for setting up your price codes. This ends the lesson on setting up price codes.